Now this video is a Patreon request from my one and only Patreon who's asked me to create a video slandering YUTA because he's a fraud.
I got this!
He's a bum. Possibly one of the worst characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, so let's start it off with character design, right? Because let's look at how you see Yuta, right? So let's compare movie Yuta to the actual manga Yuta when he appears in the manga. So you see movie Yuta is all like, he looks like a little scaredy, he looks like a little bit of a pussy, but that's all right because that's his character. He's like scared and shit. He needs to like become strong. Makes sense. It makes sense. Let's look at Yuji. Bro, you take a look at Yuji. He's like the ultimate flipping basic shonen MC, bro. He literally looks like he's got some stupid little smile, yeah. Like, come on, you can tell this guy just got like basic shonen energy, which works for the story that JJK is before the whole Shibuya incident and when the story gets a little bit darker. It works for the story. It works. Let's take a look at him at the end of the series. Yuji looks like he's been through shit because he has. He looks like he's gone through hell because he has. He looks like he's lost everyone he loves because he has. He literally looks like a different person. Like, it works for his character too. He gets a lot more serious, a lot darker. Like, it works for the character. It makes sense as his character design is representative of his character. Let's take a look at Yuta. Yuta looks like a depressed emo. He's got some shit haircut. He's got flipping eye bags. Like, bro, it would make sense if he was actually a depressed emo, but he's not. He's some bum who's just. There is nothing to him, bro. He is not depressed. He is not depressed. Why does he look like a flipping emo? It just doesn't make sense. There's like a dissonance between the character design and what he actually does in the story. Which, talking about that, Yuta loses almost all of his character after he comes back to JJK. He has no real purpose in the story at all. You see, Yuta, before his whole thing was like, it was kind of basic. It was about a scared kid, right? He was scared as shit. He felt guilty for what he's done. And then eventually by the end of the movie, he's like, oh shit, man, I love you, man. I love you. Like, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Even though some basic fucking, it's literally called the power of love. It's literally called the power of love. It's the most basic shonen shit of all time. But it's fine. It works. It works for the movie. It works for the movie. It was alright. When he comes back, there is nothing to him. Because you would think how you would handle a fully developed character is to have them have an impact on other characters. Look at flipping Gojo. Gojo was developed during his flashback, and then afterwards, well, like even during season 1 in the start of the show, he has an impact on every other character. Every other character changes because of Gojo, because Gojo's the one who's the most developed out of all of them. The same should be true for Yuta. He should have an effect on every other character, but he doesn't. Nobody changes at all because of Yuta. Yuta plays no real part in the story besides killing this mandatory villain, which anyone else could have done, and it wasn't even climactic, and just helping out generally because he's just powerful. Like, he has no point in the story besides showing just what a powerful sorcerer who was a Gojo student could do. He has no other point in the story, and there are tons of characters that work, that do what he does better. Yuta does not work for anything. Yuta did not struggle ever. The only time he ever struggled was in JJK 0 against Geto, which he won because of the power of love. It is so stupid. Yuta, it's not even like he's a fraud because he's not powerful, because he is. But just being powerful does not make him a good character. He is a fraud because people gas him up as if he's the real MC. When the fight against Sukuna was happening, everybody was talking about how Yuji's not even the real MC. What? Are we watching? Are we reading the same manga? Like, okay, let's just compare what Yuta and Yuji go through during the whole culling games and the whole fight with Sukuna. Yuta does a 3v1, quote unquote 3v1, because it was a free for all. But they all basically did target Yuta. He had a 3v1, and he won because he was just overpowered. It's not like he struggled almost at all. He just copied their abilities, used it better, and he had just more cursed energy than almost everyone besides Rio. Then Yuji, by the end of the Culling Games, Yuji tanks a fucking he tanks a fucking Sukuna barrage, bro. He is literally walking through that shit while all his clothes are getting flipping ripped up, his face is getting scarred up. He's literally going through hell walking forward because he lost his best friend. That's the type of shit Yuji was going through. How are these comparable? Yuji goes through hell. Yuji actually goes through shit. He develops. He is a different person before and after JJK. Yuta is the same person and he is not interesting at all. Yuta's only development was one chapter where he took took Gojo's body, and then afterwards he was like, "Oh, I need to become a monster. Oh my God, I'm gonna become a monster." Nobody cares, bro. You had one chapter of build up. There was one chapter of build up into this, bro. It was the most stupid. Like, okay, Gigi is a really good author. He is an extremely good author. He is like genuine. He was amazing. Like, look at domains. They are so well done. It's like someone's minds. Look how kiss techniques are in general. It's literally a reflection of the character's mindset in the form of their power. It is sick. It's awesome. It's like a JoJo stand, but better. This works for every character besides Yuta, who fucking just has the most broken kiss technique ever because he can just steal every kiss technique. Obviously, because that makes sense. Yeah, he can just, he just steals everyone. Also, he was born with the most cursed energy like ever. I don't give a fuck about Sukuna or Ryu. This does not matter for this equation, bro. It just doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. The only people who like Yuta are just people who like aura and hype moments, which is just, it's just stupid. It's just silly. It is literally just silly. It is silliness. Please stop glazing Yuta. He's trash. He's not well written. He looks like shit. And nobody gives a fuck about his power, bro. He literally was just born the most powerful. I don't give a fuck about his Deku ass training sequence. Deku had a more impactful training montage than fucking Yuta, right? Because Deku at least had to go through fucking cleaning a beach, even though his role model was just backing him in the background, which is why it's still kind of shit. It's better than fucking Yuta, who just has like 2 scenes where he's training with a sword. Nobody gives a fuck nobody cares that you use a sword, bro. Nobody cares. It's not tough. It's not tough. Look at this. Look at how Yuta be posing. He's a bum. He's a fraud. He's trash. He is easily one of the worst written characters in JJK. He literally got mugged by Higuruma. Higuruma is infinitely a better character in Yuta in almost every aspect. Like, bro, there is no good reason to glaze Yuta. There is no good reason. He's trash. I'm gonna be honest. He's trash. And the worst thing, he's a PDF file. He's a Diddy. He's a Jeffrey Epstein. He is on that level. He literally kissed a 12-year-old. He kissed it, and I'm not trying to go on Gege for this because everyone makes mistakes. You can write weird shit and come back. Look at Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball. There was some weird shit in there, but Toriyama locked the fuck in, and he made Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z was peak. Gege did the same thing basically with JJK Zero, and there was some weird shit, but then he used that shit. He got better. He got more mature, and everything weird that he does talk about is for a purpose and to outwardly just say, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You shouldn't do that. And then you have Yuta, who literally kissed the 12-year-old. Like, bro, it's just morally, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yuta is easily worse than half these fucking characters in JJK. Mei and Yuta are on the same level. Okay, so next time you want to glaze Yuta, just remember Mei and Yuta are on the same level. All right, bye bye.